Good morning. Hello, and happy Tuesday, everybody. Come on in. Let's get some gratitude flowing in here this morning because it is Thankful Tuesday. So, you know how this works. Give me one thing that you're grateful for, just one. When we start out the day with gratitude and start thinking about just one thing, that's all. What is it that I can say that I'm grateful for? For me, grateful that I opened my eyes this morning. Grateful that I'm here with all of you. Welcome in, Andrea. Good morning. Good morning, Deirdre. And thank you to all of you who share this out so we can get our beautiful family gathered together in the mornings. All right, so let's do it. Let's go into our heart. I love starting my day out with the heart brain connection, connecting that beautiful energy from heart to brain. And that is our mind. That's what really this life is all about, is just going to that connection of who we are. We're not just this vessel, this body, but we are connected in with the oneness, the great unified field of all that is. Good morning, Auntie Jean. Good morning, Joanne. Okay, so going into our heart, the breath is the connection. So slow down the breath. Add in a feeling of love, of gratitude, something that puts a smile on your face. And just breathe it in. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in joy and exhale that back out into the world. Add your energy to that collective energy of everyone on the planet. And what energy are you sharing today? This is a new day. This is a new opportunity to really make a difference. And the difference we can make is holding each other up to the light, holding each other up in love. Breathe in that love, the love that comes from the divine. And breathe out that love coming from your heart, going into the world. Let it go touch someone. Let's change this planet, one breath at a time, one wave of love at a time. Good morning. Say good morning to this day. Say thank you for another day alive, for another opportunity to be here, to show up, and to love on each other. Oh, Kathy Hand, good morning, good morning. Leo, hello, Annie 7. Deirdre, grateful you're going for a haircut today. I know you're going to look absolutely beautiful after that, and I want to see pictures. Andrea, I'm grateful for the bright sunshine. Oh, and the air conditioning. Me too, girlfriend. Trust me, when the temperature is almost 100 degrees here every day in New Orleans, very grateful to be inside in the air conditioning. We had a bit of a break yesterday. It rained. It actually rained. I was celebrating. The plants were celebrating. Everything was celebrating water coming down from the sky yesterday. But a lot of it was celebrating that we got a little bit of a break from all that intense heat, and was so happy that it wasn't 100 degrees outside. Good morning, Brookie. Oh, Brookie Brooke. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Just popping in for a moment to say hello, that I'm so grateful for this beautiful day here in our lovely lives, all existing together in our world at this time. I'm so grateful for you, Brooke and Dylan and sweet little Max. Deirdre, I'm feeling so grateful. I'm maybe going to do a third video. Yay, she's got the bug. And that's what it takes. It takes all of us constantly being aware of how we're showing up in the world and what we can do. And what we can do is use our voice. We can speak up. We can shout out that we want peace on earth. And we can gather the troops to make that happen. So thank you, Deirdre, for all you're doing. And Annie said it rained here too, and I was dancing. I know, I made this statement. I think the rain dance has paid off because we were so dry. Everything was just really wilting, and some plants were dying. And I was like, oh man, I'm doing the best I can getting out here and watering them every day. And I actually was outside. I had taken the water hose back to the moringas and I was starting to spray them down. And I felt a drop of water. And I thought, well, I'm not holding the hose up, so I shouldn't be feeling water dropping on me. And then I felt it again, and I looked down at the rock I was standing on, and it was like, that's rain. It's raining. And so I stopped watering and went inside, and it rained a lot. It rained for hours, and I was so very grateful for that rain. Every drop, I was saying gratitude. So God helped me water the plants yesterday, and I was so happy about that. Good morning, Blue Jean. And Jean, what's your situation there? The last I saw was a picture of flooding at your place. So, it's so strange that we can have drought in one part of this country and then across the country, you're getting flooding. It's just crazy. But I hope everything has settled down there where you're at. Yes, Kathy, that is BP, Little Black Panther. And they always seem to gravitate when the energy is high inside. So if I'm on the air, they're going to come in and they're going to talk. And they were eating at about 5 o'clock this morning, I think. They both were like, we're hungry now. And so I fed them at 5 o'clock this morning. So I know they're not starving, even though they try to tell me they are. But he's just hanging out here with me right now. He's laying down and perfectly comfortable to be in the energy. To Jean, we had a thunderstorm yesterday. It lasted 2 whole minutes. Oh, sweetheart, I wish you could have gotten a break from all that heat with some rain and the water energy. Gizmo's giving a dirty look. Oh, BP, you better shush. Be quiet. There's a kitty cat listening. He's looking at me like, so what? This is my house. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. And Blue says, my friend in LA said yesterday was 80 and beautiful, butterflies and flowers. It was like nothing had happened. Fire, flood, and famine. Now all crops are destroyed. Oh, I know. It's very sad when you watch the plants kind of weep because they're not getting what they need. And when I go outside, I talk to the trees. I tell them how sorry I am that there's not enough water for them. And I spray down the trees. Every time I go out and water the plants, I give a good spray to the trees that are out there because I know they need it. Deirdre, Thumb has me well trained. We get up before the birds. Yeah, these cats do too. They're little night owls. He came and stood right beside of me like, I know you're going to pay attention to me, right? And Sage is looking for BP. BP, come here. Come here. They want to see you. They want to see the kitty cat that's making all that noise. This is little BP. He's such a sweetheart. And Sherry told me, I'm house sitting for Sherry Myers, and she said that he never does this. He never comes around people and is interactive and loving, but this is one of the most loving cats I've ever seen. And this is Sherry's cat. She's his person, and so she's happy that he's letting me love on him and pet him and massage him. He loves his massages. And I tell you, the the harder I massage, the better. As far as he says, he's like, yes, you will do that, and you will do it right because that's how my mommy does it. So so he talks to me a lot, and he's like my little companion. So yeah, that's the one making all the noise, you guys. So you know who's responsible now for all the meowing going on this morning. Isn't he adorable? I'll have to tell Sherry she'll have to watch the morning show replay so she can see her cute cat. She's in New England right now at her lake home. Her and Dan, her husband, enjoying themselves. Yep, there he is, Jean Lorio. Auntie Jean got to love on this guy last year when we were here house sitting for Sherry. And Blue says, oh boy, Whizzy Bee, Blue, Gizmo, and Lulu, you have explaining to do. I sure do, don't I? Oh, Annie, I know. He is definitely a healer cat. And he looks exactly like my Tazzy that I had for 19 years. And she was my little love. She was a healer cat. She would always come up on my chest and give me loving and hold me just like what he's doing right now. She would just be that little love that I needed to just heal. Okay, it's all right. All right, he had enough of that, so now he'll just go talk some more. All right, so let's get to the message from the angels, which was called Life Is. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a sacrifice, offer it. Life is love, enjoy. And that quote is by Sai Baba. Life truly is what we make of it. If we want happy, we will find happy. Whatever we focus on is what shows up in life. Maintaining a positive mindset can have psychological and practical benefits. It can lead to increased motivation, improved emotional well-being, and enhanced problem-solving skills. When we focus on goals and positive aspects of life, we're more likely to take actions that align with those aspirations, which can create a sense of purpose and drive. In contrast, dwelling on negative thoughts or constantly expecting the worst can lead to self-fulfilling prophecies where our actions align with our negative expectations, potentially reinforcing negative outcomes. Dear angels, it is not a magical formula that guarantees specific results, but rather a perspective that highlights the importance of mindset, attitude, and actions in shaping our experiences. Balancing positive thinking with realistic expectations and proactive efforts is key to achieving meaningful and desirable outcomes in various aspects of life, thus creating our happy state of being. Dear ones, life is complex. You will have ups and downs, good times and bad, as you make your journey down your divine path. When you start to think that things are out of control, it just means that you have wandered out of your heart for a moment. Your true nature is love, and whenever you step away from that connection, you feel like a fish out of water. It is a conscious choice to make your way to the water of life, where you let the peace that passes all understanding cover you. Yes, life is a song, a game, a challenge, a dream, a sacrifice, but most of all, life is love. Dear angels, today I promise to consciously choose to stay in my heart where I am immersed in a pool of peace. Okay, I'm going to copy that so I can put the words up there for you all to see it. And I did put the meme up on Facebook if you saw that. And these sayings that the angels inspire every day are something that we can really use to pick us up if we have something going on, if we have a thought that comes in, like if we have wandered out of our heart, like the angels were saying, if we've gone into our ego mindset where we're starting to do that stinking thinking, then all we have to do is come right back to the saying, right back to the daily mantra. So say it with me. Let's say this together. It's on the screen. Today, I promise to consciously choose to stay in my heart where I am immersed in a pool of peace. I can just close my eyes and be there. It's that easy. When you envision going into this very beautiful energy of water and just let it cover you, or maybe it's a waterfall, however you see it, just look at it as love, because that's what it is. It's a beautiful energy of love. And he says, Grayson is watching the bunny rabbit in the backyard, and we have a mama squirrel with a baby in the front tree. Oh, how awesome is that? And you're welcome, Catherine. Yes, the angels speak every day to me, and I write it out. It's a blog on the website. And I just wanted to give a shout out of gratitude to our Sue Seekoff with Enlightened World Network, who went in yesterday and did a little tweaking on my website, angelspeakers.com. And she's fixing some of the things that weren't showing up correctly and doing some of her magical stuff that makes it be seen by more people out in Google land. Deirdre, how cool. I'm a pixel pea in a pool of peace. I know, I love that. Well, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say this morning. We've heard from Blackie. Now let's hear from Kuan Yin. Hope Wellington Marshall, good morning, sweet one. Hope says, grand rising, beautiful spirit beings. Love to you all. Miss Mama Hot Pea, loving your photo with the hat. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. That was just an inspired thought I had yesterday. We've got our launch coming up September 1st of the 10 million for world peace, where we will be doing daily 7-minute meditations geared toward bringing in more peace in our world, and especially to our world leaders. And we have a team, and one of our teams is helping us with PR and getting the word out, doing some memes, and they asked for some photos. And so I did just a little photo shoot yesterday, and I decided to grab one of Sherry's hats and put it on, and I loved the way it looked. So I shared it with all of you and made it my profile picture on Facebook. So thank you to those of you who saw it and commented on it. And I just felt good to have that beautiful new energy flowing in, especially as I approach my birthday coming up in 5 more days. Put it on your calendar, guys. On Sunday, we're going to celebrate. I want you to come on Zoom and just celebrate life. That's what I want to do on my birthday, is celebrate life. And yes, it is a milestone, magical birthday that I could never have dreamed I would have reached that age. But I'm approaching it, so come celebrate with me. Kathy says, yay, so good to have friends that can help out like Sue. Oh, she's amazing. She really is amazing. If you all don't know Sue Seekoff, friend her on Facebook and give her some love. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. And Kathy says, when I saw you with the hat and the wrap, I thought, how fitting for you, like you were a Western native. Yeah, it felt fun. It felt light and like play. I said that as I pulled the card and looked at it, and the card from Kuan Yin is child's play. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. Conscious play creates energy. It allows us to enjoy the discipline that helps us feel safe, productive, and that we are making progress on our path. It opens us up to life and increases our vitality and creativity. Without it, discipline and hard work can wear away at our life force. When balanced with loving and healthy discipline, there is no need to fear it. It can only bring benefit. I love that. And joy. Yes, indeed, Miss Blue Jean. And good morning to Uday Thakur. Thank you for coming on. And um, please don't be a spammer. don't be messaging all the people that are on here. We have that happen occasionally. So if that's the case, we want you to please honor what we are doing here, which we are a family that shares love together. And that's what we're all about. So if that's what's going on with you, we're going to be bidding you farewell. But if you want to stick around and enjoy the vibes and the conversation, then thank you for coming in. All right. So what's going on? What kind of gratitude you all got today? I know we heard from some, but there's others on here who haven't shared any gratitude yet. So whatever you got, just put it in there and let's get gratitude flowing on this Tuesday. And if you have any prayer requests, put those in there as well. So I'll put that in there for you to type in your prayer request. And tomorrow we'll revisit our Peapod prayer list. And I've got to work on that and tweak it so that somehow I can show it and it won't take so long to go through it as it normally does. Okay. So what else? What's going on? Oh, it's Tuesday. Today's Peapod Day. Oh my gosh, you guys. I hope you can join in at 5 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Time. I'm going to have two special ladies on with me, and Marbeth is going to come on also to co-host. We've got Nancy Merritt and Karen Johnson, I'm sorry, Nancy Merritt and Karen Johnson, and they are both with the Peace Alliance. And Karen specifically does a lot of work with the Department of Peace Building. So come hear what they have to say and see what's going on. The efforts people are already out there making and have been making for years in trying to bring more peace especially into our government. And I was involved in the Department of Peace Building for a bit until it conflicted. The phone call conflicted with something I was doing online, and I just couldn't get that timing straight where I could be on with them. But I do keep up with all that's going on. And one of the things that they ask is for anyone who would do it to please contact your representatives. And they do give us a list of who to contact depending on where you are. So like if you're in New York, there are representatives you can contact and say, hey, would you get behind this? Would you help us make this a real thing, this Department of Peace Building? Will you pass that bill that's been out there for years and years? Marianne Williamson talked about it a lot when she ran for president a few years ago. What was it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Anyway, it's there. We just don't have it finalized as official yet that we have this Department of Peace Building, and we need it. So help us get behind it. Help that effort to put it out there for it to be a real thing. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Gratitude for so many friends who shine their light and love out into the world. Absolutely. And Julie Kiss, grateful for healing every day. And Julie, how are you doing? How's your healing coming along? I hope you're doing well, darling. Auntie Jean, I'm so grateful for the peace of this family and the peace we all carry inside of us. Yes. Keely, hello, welcome back. And Keely says, good afternoon from the UK. Prayers for all the people of the world and all the lands of the world, as there is so much bad stuff going on for the better of all life. Yes, we always pray for the best and highest good of all. And whatever that looks like, we don't always know the answer. We don't always know what is for the best. So we just bring it to the divine, however you envision the creator and the divinity to be, and we leave it in their hands. All we can do is put our energy out there in a very positive way to influence the energy of the whole collective on the earth. And that's what we do every day. Oh, Annie, I hope you have a great day at school, honey. And Deirdre's showing us our daily prayer. Thank you, Deirdre. Yes, I heard that Marianne was running again this year. And I know that that will be one of her campaign things that she comes out with, is trying to get that Department of Peace building to be official, that we will have that, and we will have the support of those who need to be running it. Keely, just hope he gets to see it down here soon. Oh, I know it's happening. I really feel it. And, it just came out recently that Nostradamus has predicted that we're going into 1,000 years of peace. I believe we're ushering that in with all that we're doing and what we've been up to here on earth, those of us who are awake and aware of what's needed. I know that we are bringing that to be, and I can't wait to see that tipping point where more people want peace than want the conflict and the war. I'm looking for my tiny book. Did it run off too? There it is. Oops, that's in Spanish. I don't think I can read that one. Oh, okay. It was just hiding from me. So let's do a message from the tiny book, and then we will go into the prayer time. Do a little meditation and prayer today. And Deirdre says, that plus we're ushering in the golden age and the age of Aquarius. The time is now. The time is definitely now. And I can get behind that 1,000 years of peace for sure. And I believe that it's happening. I don't think that it's a pipe dream. I think it's happening. Auntie Jean, I don't think you want to hear me try to speak Spanish. I know I would butcher it like crazy. I actually had signed up for a Spanish class when I was in college. My first year of college, I guess I was ambitious. And I had studied French and I loved French. And I thought, well, let me see if I can learn a different language. And so I signed up for a Spanish class. And oh my gosh, the teacher, and I'm sorry, there are teachers that shouldn't be teaching. And this teacher just really didn't know how to bring the information to us. And I was lost. I just was so lost. So I stopped going to class, and she actually caught me one day when I was skipping class, and we had a discussion. And I said, okay, I'll just drop the class, which is what I did. And seriously kicking myself in the butt for that decision, because I really wish I could have learned it. And I know it's not too late. You're never too old to learn something new. I fully believe that. So I don't know. Maybe it's time to learn at least some words. I know how to ask how you are in Spanish. I can say como está. And I don't like saying just a phrase to somebody that I know because they think I know the language, and then they start speaking to me in that language. And then I have to confess, I really don't know what you're saying. So maybe I just need to learn some of Spanish so I can communicate and I can read my tiny book in Spanish. Blue says the sun is out for a bit. I'm spending the day with Noel. The energies are making me anxious today. Mercury is in retrograde. Oh, I thought it was tomorrow. Okay, Mercury's in retrograde. Why do people think this is a bad thing? Mercury is in retrograde 4 times a year, I think. If the universe has your back, why is this a bad thing? It uncovers mistakes, brings one to slow down and to mindfulness, tie up loose ends, finish projects, balance in all things. My big lesson. I am grateful for this lesson. Energy is energy forever. If we change this to a positive for the collective, just think what would happen. You all are frozen sweet peas. See you later. Okay, Blue. Hopefully we get unfrozen, and thank you for that information. And Deirdre has a new prayer. Pay teachers what you pay Congress people. Yes, I totally can get behind that, Deirdre. And Keely says, yeah, they having trouble with the autocorrect here. Hang on. They fight for a government, don't seem to care about the everyday people over ways they would not send them to go and fight or go to war with everything that is going on nowadays all over the world. Yeah, there's a lot of war and conflict all over the world. And what we are striving for is to bring some balance in, to bring that energy of peace in. And that's what we're going to focus on, is that it is possible and it is going to happen. All right, I don't see a number yet. So somebody give me a number, please, so I can read us a message and we can go into our prayers and get on with this absolutely marvelous, beautiful day today. And I'm waiting. Number 7, Joanne says. Okay, page 7 has 4 messages. Well, I think it might be this one. This goes along with what Blue was telling us. And it is number 3. Challenge is essential to your growth. When you think, what you think of as your darkness or shadow self is not to be dreaded or feared, but instead to be honored and welcomed to propel you forth into a higher level of understanding. And isn't that what the challenges are when we think about Mercury retrograde? Like Blue said, a lot of people fear it and dread it, but everything happens for a reason. Everything that goes on is on purpose. So if we look at what's happening with the retrograde, sometimes we have to revisit something. Sometimes we have that circular action where we go around and around and we come to a conclusion that, hey, maybe I need to pay attention to this because it keeps coming up in my face. So I really like this message that is essential to our growth, and it's not to be dreaded or feared, but instead to honor it and welcome it as it helps us get to a higher level of understanding. Keely, I pray to help healing people's hurts all over the world, to stop the hating. Yeah, that's what we all pray for, is for this era of peace to be what is predominant in our world. And thank you, Deirdre, for putting up the link for our website. 10millionforworldpeace.org is where you can join us. There's a join us button. All you have to do is click the button, tell us who you are, how we can reach you, and we'll send you the link to a download of a meditation that I recorded to bring inner peace. And then you'll get all the information needed to join us on those 21 days starting September 1st as we lead guided meditations every day to bring in and usher in more peace in our world and peace in our world leaders. All right, let's go into our hearts. And if you have other prayer requests, please type them in to the comments and we'll all get behind that and we'll lift up our beautiful Peapod prayer list with, I don't even know how many hundreds of people that are on that prayer list. Good morning, sweet Josie. Josie's at the doctor's office, going to listen as long as they can until they call me. Oh, sweet Josie, will somebody please call in our Ricky, because Josie has arrived, and we've honored Ricky every morning, every day on this show. We choose to say good morning to our Rick in spirit, and to wrap our arms of love around his energy. So somebody welcome that beautiful pirate in here with their args. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Can't stay long, but wanted to say hi and offer prayers for anyone in need. Having our ducks cleaned out right now. Well, okay. I'm glad you popped in for a moment, and thank you. And there we go. Deirdre's shouting out at our Rick. Auntie Jean calling in our Ricky. Ricky's birthday is in 2 days. And wow, let's just really have a birthday party for our Rick on the 24th and celebrate him as he is such a beautiful spirit that's helping us all right now from the spirit realm. Okay, so breathe in love. Let's go into that heart space where there is only love. There's only light. There's only the desire to see a world that works for us all, that we can all get along in, respect each other, help each other. Yes, cupcakes and candles on Thursday. Those of you who want, bring in your candles and let's all make wishes together on Rick's birthday. And Josie's sending you so much love, whatever's going on with you today. Know that we're there with you. We're holding you up, darling. All right, so let's just journey for a moment. Just go with me. As we breathe in, feel the energy of a beautiful lake, so still, so quiet in the morning air. There are only tiny ripples where the air is moving the water. It's very quiet at this lake, so sit with it. Put a blanket down on the ground and just sit with that lake energy. Listen to the silence. The silence will speak to your heart so loudly. Everything else will fade away. All of your to-do list and all of your thoughts and have-tos. Just be very still in this quietness. Just allow it to speak to your heart. And what is it saying? What is it whispering? You have to get very quiet to hear whispers. But the water always talks to us. If you allow yourself to be immersed in it, that's where you'll find the peace. You'll find that it washes away anything that's not needed. And you can turn that over. You can say, I don't need anger. I don't need sadness. I don't need regret or shame or blame. The only thing we need to connect into with is love. All those other emotions, those are just temporary states of being. Love is forever. It's eternal. And when we do leave these human bodies, like our Rick just did recently, and like many are doing on this planet right now, deciding to leave the body, the love goes with us. It brings us into that spirit realm, covered, cocooned in what we felt from others, what we felt in our heart, what we knew was the only truth was love. So let's go into that energy as you sit and envision this lake, as you think of how when we're quiet, that peace is so easy to see. It's so easy to feel it. So feel it now in your heart. Feel the peace and the love. And what do you see in that water? What's calling to you? What's the message that it's telling you? Is it giving you a word, an image, a vision for the future? Just ask, what do I need to know right now? What do I need to know in this moment that I can carry forth into the next moment? Because all we have is the now moments. We're not guaranteed anything beyond this one. So what do you need to know for this moment? And just breathe it in. Just breathe and exhale. Feel the love in your heart. Feel the love of those who are here surrounding you, lifting you, lighting the way. Maybe there is some darkness there that just needs to be illuminated. Nothing to be afraid of, nothing to push against or resist, but just accept, align, and allow, and breathe, and exhale. It's so simple. The angels say we tend to complicate it. All we have to do is be still and listen and breathe and exhale. And soon it becomes a rhythm. It becomes a song that we sing. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I breathe in joy. And I breathe out joy. I breathe in peace. And I breathe out peace. Just let that cycle continue as you sit there and enjoy the water, enjoy the quiet. And as you are breathing in love and joy and peace, pray over all of these that have asked to be lifted up. Let's remember everyone who's struggling right now, every place on earth where there's a challenge, where there's conflict, where there's an energy that's the opposite of peace. And let's put our collective thoughts and our collective energy together to pivot that toward peace, to make that change in our world. Anyone who's struggling, let's ask for a touch of the healing from the masters, especially the master healer and our healing angel Raphael. And we ask for the best and highest good for all who have asked for prayers, for every place on earth where there's an energy that needs healing. We ask that that be lifted up and shifted. And for this beautiful family that comes together every day, my prayer is for us all to find that peace in our heart, that love and that light, and have it flowing out into the world, just as we do with each other every day. So right now, let's leave the lake and let's come together as a family and let's love on each other. And oh, our Marietta just joined in and says, remember to smile because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. Indeed, it does. So every day we love on each other and we say those words of love and gratitude on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts, stay blessed, and have a most beautiful, amazing day. Come be with me at 5 o'clock Eastern, and let's share in some more peace. We're going to get out of here with our Leo leading the way. So, Alexa, play Cuppa Full of Joy by Gypsy Leo.
Here's Cuppa Full of Joy by Gypsy Leo on Amazon Music.
Thank you, Andrea and Julie. Deirdre, Sally and Tony, little songbird Leo. Hope. I love you, Hope. Auntie Jean, my sweet little friend. So beautiful. And Ricky Rick's here. Triple A. I love you, namaste, y'all. Got my morning cup of joy. Cup full of joy. Cup full of joy. I hope the doggaroos are dancing. I don't know if Jean's still frozen. She might be. I love you, namaste, y'all. There is no secret. It's simply consent. Allow. Triple A, y'all. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on the high five, we call the Triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the thought. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on the high five, we call the Triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the thought. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cup full of joy. Teri Cuppa Joy. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Thank you, everybody who showed up this morning. I hope you have a most beautiful day. Stay in your heart. Let's try that again. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. I love you, and I will see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.